Hey guys, I wanted to do a video. I just asked you a few days ago what you wanted my next video to be on, and I have a few more that I'm doing on different topics, but I felt like this was really important to address right now because it's unfortunately really big phenomenon on social media in the youth, and it's something that we have been known to call the Kylie Jenner challenge. I am not a person that really keeps myself up on social media as far as what goes on. I don't read magazines, I don't go on the internet and search stuff. I have no idea what happens with, celebrities. That's really the furthest thing from my mind. I've never been one to keep up on that stuff nor care. And so when somebody had made a comment, actually on that same post that I asked, she said the Kylie Jenner challenge, and I was like, okay, I don't know what that is. And I kind of brushed that one aside. And then yesterday I started seeing all of these things on Facebook. For the first time in a long time, I took time to kind of scroll through my news feed, and I'm seeing all of these posts saying trending Kylie Jenner challenge. And I'm like, dude, what is that? So I took it upon myself to Google and find out what the heck this is all about. And I can't tell you like how incredibly disturbed I am over this whole thing. It's so disturbing for so many reasons. So I'm going to talk about it, and I want to address some very real truths for you. First of all, I want to start out by saying I don't dislike Kylie Jenner. I am not judging Kylie Jenner. I don't think she's a terrible person by any means, but I'm just going to give you guys just the flat out truth. She's not a role model, okay? She is not a role model. And if I had a child, they would not be all up in her Instagram or her Facebook or whatever that is. There's no way in hell I would let my child look to that as a role model. Now, here's why, okay? I think that Kylie Jenner needs role models, if you want the truth. I think that she is just kind of emulating and copying what she knows and what she's seen, and that's the problem. That is the exact heart of this issue, okay? I'm not dogging on her. I think that she needs women of God that will stand up and say, no, this is what a role model looks like. This is what a role model does. This is what a real woman does with her life and her body and all of these things. So I think that she's just a product of her circumstance. I'm not dogging on her. I don't judge her. In fact, I would love to sit down and talk with her myself. But here's what we need to address, guys, is that the devil has come in over years and years of different generations and societies and trends and all of this and all of that. And he has nipped and tucked our morals and our beliefs and our integrity like I've never seen before. And the funny thing is, right, and you see all these shows on TV now, like, don't laugh at me because I don't watch TV, so I might be giving you some out-of-date shows, but I know that there was like Dr. 90210 for a while, right? And there was Nip Tuck, and now there's, I think, the show called Botched. And it's all about plastic surgery. It's all about altering your body. And I know some people would say, well, some of them are showing you what not to do. That's great. But the truth is the message is the same. You're seeing so many people alter what God already gave them and already said you're good. And why? It's really to clone themselves to look like something else that society has deemed accepted. It's all in the name of acceptance and approval. Why? Because they're lacking that within themselves, because there's a void that they can't fill, and they're saying, if I just look like this, the devil comes and fills your head with garbage, and he says, if you just look like this, if you just dress like that, if you just change this about yourself, if you just do this or do that, you will be accepted. All it's going to do is leave you more heartbroken, more shame-filled, more insecure, because it's not real. And now you're looking at yourself and you're saying, man, if I was only born this way, or if I was born that way, or if I just had this, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of my testimony, and I won't go into it too deep. But when I won Miss Washington USA, I should have probably, according to the media, changed everything about my face. They thought I was a transvestite. I'm no joke. there is different articles saying that because my jaw was so wide that I must be a man, and my teeth have to be fake because they're so big. Everyone talked about my fake veneers, and that my eyes were so big that I looked like a cartoon, and my lips must have had injections, which is not true. I've never had 1 ounce of injection or anything done to my face or my body anywhere ever, and I never will. Never, ever, ever, ever. Now, the problem is I was getting to the place because I was reading all of this, which I shouldn't have done, but I did, and I thought, man, it must be true, right? I must be really ugly. I have no business being here. But if I change myself, I'll do this. Thank God I didn't. Because I snapped out of it, and I thought, Allie, God created me this way. For whatever reason, this is what God said I want you to look like. For a reason. And if I were to be altering my face, I would be altering it to look like someone else. Because the truth is, in order for me to alter it to be something different, I would have had to see something else before to want to look like that thing. Do you understand what I'm telling you? So I would be literally trying just to clone myself to look like something else. There's no originality in that. Everyone's all like, be original, be original. Well, be original. Be you. God created you to be you on purpose. You guys, you want to be original? Stand on truth. Stop altering yourself. That's not what you're needing. Everyone's like, I just want to look like this, I want to look like that. You want to know what's funny? Is that the devil is such a good plastic surgeon. You want to know what makes a good plastic surgeon? Is they can nip and tuck you and cut you and make little incisions that nobody sees. You'll never know. You'll never know it was there. It won't hurt a bit. I'll do this, I'll do that. No one will ever notice. Isn't that what he does in our mind and in our heart? We buy into this, and he makes all of these little cuts and incisions that you'll never notice. But then for some reason you still feel empty. For some reason you still feel insecure. For some reason you still don't feel good enough. But he promised you, right? He promised you, if you just do this, if you just look like this, if you just dress like that, if you just do this or follow that trend, or if you just do this, you'll be accepted. But for some reason, when you do it, you still don't feel good enough. The only thing that will ever satisfy you and fulfill you is the love of Jesus Christ. That is it. That is it. There is nothing else. That is it. And the devil has nipped and tucked our beliefs and our morals and everything to now we don't even have definitions in our world anymore. We don't even know what is integrity, what is morals, what is original. No one knows. Everyone thinks being original is being the most out of this world crazy whack thing you can think of. No, that's called needing attention. You guys, you need to be you. God created you the way you are right now on purpose because he needs you to stay that way. If he wanted you to look like something else, he would have made you to look like something else. And he didn't. And God does not make mistakes. He doesn't accidentally do something. Everything he does is intentional. The problem is you're listening to the wrong thing. You're listening to the wrong thing, and it's a lie, and you are believing it as truth. Young women, Kylie Jenner is not a role model. I'm sorry, and I'm not a hater, but she is not a role model. And if you continue to look to that, and if you continue to mold yourself to that, it is going to leave you heartbroken and insecure. The only thing that will fulfill you is the love of Jesus Christ. You will never hear me telling you to try to look like something else. You will never hear me tell you to even try to look like me. Ever. You will never hear me tell you that. I love you too much to feed you a bunch of crap, and I don't have time, to be honest. I will only give you the truth, and the truth is you are beautiful just the way you are. Do not listen to the lies that the enemy feeds you. Do not let him nip and tuck your purity and the way that God made you to be, because you are valuable, you are needed, you are loved, and you are beautiful just the way you are right now. And if I would have listened to the critics that called me ugly and said that I had no business being in a beauty pageant, I wouldn't be able to sit here and tell you that, but thank God I didn't. Thank God I understood, hey, if you don't think I'm beautiful, take a hike. Because I don't do what I do to get approval. I do what I do to honor my King. And I want you to know and to stand on what God made you to be. Listen, you need to open up your Bible. You need to go to church. You need to know the true love of God. And His love doesn't hurt you. His love doesn't nip and tuck you. His love doesn't deceive you. His love doesn't leave you empty and heartbroken. His love will make you whole. It will give you purpose. It will give you meaning. It will give you value. And I have found that in myself. And if it wasn't for that love, I probably would have let the enemy nip and tuck my face too. But I didn't. And I want you guys to have that same confidence and assurance, knowing that you are beautiful right now. I love you guys. I'm always praying for you. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.